to anything. That he was asked, would it be possible to use a Starlink-like service over Mars, and he elaborated on how it would be possible to connect the internet to be interplanetary. And he's like, basically, you need a big ass laser, and you're gonna have to have a couple relay points for when
big
Mars is
butt laser.
Yeah, or, on the opposite side of the sun, because you can't beam a laser through the sun. So he said it was possible. It was like a question that was asked of him. He never announced that he was doing that, nor it's clickbait. It's clickbait.
The funny thing is he's so radical that, like, I believed he would do something like that.
Well, I clicked it, and I was like, whoa, bro. Oh, we're live.
Hi, everybody.
We're live. Let me share some links.
I'm so tired. I got
you tired?
sleep last night, too. I don't understand.
It was a big day yesterday, and it was like you were running on adrenaline, and it wears you down.
Oh,
and then
I was so tired yesterday, too.
Yeah, because we got up at 7. Well, I did. You guys got up at 8:30.
Yeah.
You and baby, that is. Tweet this out. I
feel like there's not enough coffee in the world.
Well, I just got a fresh cup of coffee.
I think I want a coffee bath. I'll just get in it and get under the water and suck up
It's
coffee.
pretty acidic. I don't think it would probably burn your orifices.
Drink 6 gallons of coffee.
New releases: The Heroines and RPG Character Pack 3, new voice, Japanese anime voices, male characters, blah blah blah. Let's go ahead and like that post.
You know what's funny? Just a few short months ago, like maybe 5 months ago, I didn't drink coffee. I started drinking coffee again.
Yeah.
That's what I do in my life. I'll drink coffee for like a year, 2 years, then I quit for a year, then I drink it again for 6 months, then I quit for 2 years. I toggle back and forth. But when I'm drinking it, man,
that's good. Coffee. That's good. We have a blend. We buy our own beans and we grind them up. Tweet from SR Dude: the lesson here is if you tell people about your project before you begin working on it, it will fail. So only talk about your projects once they're done, or at least only the parts you finished. Thank you for glancing at my TED Talk, says SR Dude. And I actually followed that up with my own stuff. You're going to have to go look at our Twitters to see my answer, my rebuttal.
Go to the tweets.
And TLDR, I agree. Actually, I'll just retweet it, make it easier as well. Retweet. Okay. Yeah, we got that on the Twitter. Oh, Kira followed me on Twitter. Thank you so much, Kira.
Thank you.
Kiara.
That's a cool name, Kiara.
Kiara, yeah.
Kiara?
I worked with a Kiara one time at a music school.
I like that name.
Yeah, it's a pretty name. Let's also put this on the good old-fashioned Droxcard.
Come join us
Official
on the
content.
Discord. That's where you actually get to talk to us. It's funny. Somebody was trying to message me on the forums, and they're like, "Hey, maybe we can be connected and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, go on my Discord." And they're like, "Yeah, but I don't do Discord." And I'm like, "Well, I guess we don't do connections."
There you go. I guess you don't want to connect to people. I think they just wanted to flirt with you. They kind of wanted.
I think they did. They said we had a connection.
Yeah,
that's a very flirty thing to say.
That's a very thing. I feel like I can talk to you. We're, something special.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. I can't blame
I'm
the
like,
person.
go to the Discord where my husband is.
I really can't blame them, for being infatuated with you. But back off, fools.
Yeah.
Anthony T. Turtles, welcome to the Discord.
Thank you for coming to the Discord, Kiara.
Slay the Spire. Yeah, everybody says it's really good. I think I might just pick this game up. Slay the Spire.
Speaking of other social platforms, maybe I should share our stream.
Oh yeah, how about that?
How about that?
I'm letting this coffee sink in. Just 1 second. We're gonna get started. Hold on. Let me just slide this over here.
We will never get started. Would you guys like it if we had just an introduction stream for the entire
The whole stream was
an
just
hour of introduction.
Just how's it going? What are you guys doing? Blah 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 blah.
Just shooting the crap.
No content. Just
talking.
Just talking. I don't know. I don't think that would work very well. It might work for 5-10 minutes, but then there needs to be some substance here.
I'm trying to share the stream and talk at the same time, and I almost posted. Stream now instead of streaming now.
Oh.
Stream now, me caveman.
Skepsis D is here. How you doing? Kara's here. Electro Ninjas Labs. Don Deone with his brilliant marketing. Video Wizard.
What's up, people?
How's it going, Video Wizard?
How you doing?
Kill Ravok. How are you doing? And Nat is here as well.
Well, what did Ravok ever do?
Hey, you know what? Sometimes Ravok needs to get killed.
Jeez, it seems kind of drastic.
Nat says haven't had any luck in people finding interested in commissioning me. Rip. What do you do?
She does
Nat?
maps.
You do mappies?
You gotta.
You do mappies? Guess what? I'm gonna hire you, Nat. $5. Make me a quick
Oh
map.
gosh, don't be insulting.
No, a quick map. Something that you think is worth $5. Something that you think is worth $5. Like, I'm not saying a masterpiece, okay? Make me a $5 map, and then you can say that you were hired by Driftwood Gaming. $5. You can write it in your taxes. 1099. You are a self-employed, independent person here. You made however much you made plus my $5. You can write that on your taxes, you know.
Just in your free time, make some cool looking maps and then use them as a portfolio.
Yeah.
Just make really awesome maps.
Oh yeah, people keep telling me and I keep forgetting to turn it off and turn it back on again. All chats, turn it
That's
off.
what she said.
And turn it back on. See, I don't even have to try anymore. It's done for me.
He's corrupted my brain. I'm now corrupted.
I would never do such a thing. How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming, and I'm joined with the lovely, beautiful, corrupted T.
Hello.
It says, lol, dang, Drifty, a $5 map would be like 2 tiles with a single tree on it. Okay, we'll make that. Whatever you feel is worth $5. It's up to you to decide. And then I can say, look, I paid $5 for this map, and then people will say good or bad. And it's an opportunity for free publicity for you and your portfolio. I'm offering you a $5 job. It's very, very humble, okay? That's the thing about commission work. You gotta go on humble instead of I haven't had any luck. Nobody's finding.
I would suggest that you just make a portfolio. That's
make
my
a portfolio,
suggestion.
but I'm offering you a $5 job just to, here's the thing. Nobody wants to tip an empty tip jar. Once there's $500 million in your tip jar, you'll get a lot of tips. I'm offering you exposure bucks right now. Majora Wolf 29 Nat, come join our Discord. We have a paying work channel. You can add your $5 map to your portfolio. I'm not saying I'll use it. Just make a map that you feel is worth $5, and I'll give you $5 for it. And then you can say that you have been paid for a map recently. It's just to get you going. It's
Or another thing is you can do Patreon, and you can offer maps for a certain monthly level, like a certain size map for a monthly level of blah blah blah.
Yeah. Also, don't bite the hand that feeds. Even though it's a little tiny treat, a little biscuit, a tiny little cracker, you still don't want to bite that hand,
I don't know if I would do a map for $5.
Well,
I don't know if I would do that.
Okay, well, fine.
I think you got to raise your price.
I'm trying to put a $5 in a tip jar for Nat, and you guys are pooping. You guys are pooping on it. What's up, Anthony? Vino with a $2 super chat. Happy Thursday, all. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much, Vino. Appreciate that. Kira says, I paint miniatures and figures for commission. Took me forever to get rolling, even in the local community. Nice, but you got it going. Here's a good idea as well. Put together a portfolio. T would have never thought of an idea like this, but make a portfolio for your stuff. And also, make a Fiverr account or something. You got to try. You got to really hit up them socials. You know what I'm saying? As much as I don't really like Facebook, use it. You got to use it for. It's another avenue.
Yep, it's a tool.
It's another thing. Do you have a YouTube channel? You can post quick little 1-minute videos showing off the maps you made and part of your portfolio, and then you can link people to that video, or you can just make pictures. That's fine. Maps. You could make a video of a character in-game walking through your map with the lighting engine on. Oof. Yes, add as many layers as you possibly can. You can do it. That's all I'm trying to say. Nat says T gets it. She's like, I need $150,000 or I'm not doing it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Video Wizard. So if I had a map like that made for my project, that'd be like $150K for Lakeland Field, my starting area map.
Maybe use this opportunity right now, Nat, while you have the attention of everybody, to explain your rates.
Yeah. So, okay, if $5 is nothing and that doesn't touch how good your maps are, tell us what you're offering.
Yeah, what are your
Nobody's
rates?
going to know if you don't tell them. And a good place to explain it as well is the paying work channel of our Discord. Links in the description below.
That,
I know. I'm explaining it to everyone else who's here, okay? That's not the only person in the world, okay? go here and say, I make this. This is my rate. Here's some samples. You know, it really helps if you have a portfolio and you can show something like, hey, this is what I've made in the past. If you like my style, let me know and we can come to an agreement on something. And it's pretty much, that's how it is. It's pretty simple. Paying work. It exists. Whether you're buying or selling. As long as it's game dev related, it's all good.
And we do actively listen to if there's any issues with any types of commissions that are posted in paying work, we will remove the person from the channel.
I've had to kick friends.
If they
I've
don't,
I've had to ban a person
make good on their offers
that I personally liked a lot, and I hated to have to ban him because of incomplete contracts.
Yes.
But yeah, we try to keep it on the up and up. That doesn't mean there's not con artists that will try to come in and
you also have to
protect yourself.
Definitely vet.
For sure. Awesome. How are you guys feeling today? I feel pretty good, actually.
I'm tired. I need a bucket of coffee.
Well, you have coffee right here.
I need a bucket of it.
Drink all your coffee.
Give me a 5-gallon bucket of coffee. I'll put my head in.
You know, we have like 3 pounds of coffee beans in there.
What if I just ate coffee beans? I could just crunch coffee beans the whole time.
Well, you know, you could. I don't know how your stomach's going to take that, but you could.
You know, I used to eat them, though. They sell chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Anthony asked, what about music? Sure, absolutely. There's actually a tag sound design. If you are a sound designer and you are on our channel, our Discord. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Why does it do this? Most people don't think it'd be like it is, but I do. Right here, sound designer. Let me know. Just send me a private message. Right-click my name and say message, and then say, hey, I make music. Here's the sample, or here's my SoundCloud, or whatever. And then I'll be like, okay, cool. Boom, you're a sound designer, and you have this not purple. It's this brownish.
That's not even close to purple. How dare you insult purple by calling it purple?
This is obviously purple. You can see the purple in it. Just kidding. It's not. It's obviously brown.
Song of the Loop says, hungry for my dinner. What are you having for dinner? Tell me all about it.
I'm hungry for your dinner, too. What are you eating?
I'm like visualizing all these yummy foods. I'm wondering what you're going to have. I really want an antipasta salad right now, like so bad.
I could make you some. Here's antipasta salad. You get some spaghetti. You get like some like sandwich meat, and you get scissors and you just cut up sandwich meat and you just throw lettuce in sandwich meat.
He doesn't get it.
That's antipasta.
He doesn't understand.
And then you have a little bowl of spaghetti and be like, pasta, antipasta. Hey, forget about it. That's it.
There's a place nearby that makes the best antipasta salad that I've ever had in my whole life, and like nobody makes it like them, and I just want theirs. I want theirs. It's better.
No.
I've tried to make my own, and it's just not as good. You know, isn't that the way, though? When somebody else makes food for you, it tastes better than when you make it for yourself. Does anybody else get that? Like, feel that way?
Nah. When I make it myself, it's that much better.
Really?
Yes.
No way, man.
Absolutely.
I love it. Like, if I can get it made for me, it just tastes even better.
You know what? That's a very common thing, and I see that with all the kids, too. Like, oh, I'm going to make a pizza. Oh, my pizza. We're going to have Little Caesars. Yay! I'm like, oh, what? It's like fake bread. It's garbage. It's like, it does taste pretty good,
because
though.
They put crack in it.
They do. They put some kind of crack. $5 from Corey Davis. What's up, Corey? How you doing? He goes, hi, I'm a sound designer, and be still and listen to the wind. That's my portfolio.
Oh, that's sick, man.
The sound of silence.
You're also a marketer.
Thank you for the $5, Corey. Justin Gibson with the $2. Thank you so much. Celebrate good times. Come on. Boom. Copyright strikes. No. Thank you guys. I appreciate the super chats. Very, very nice of you.
Oh, Song of the Lute's having chicken roasted with sweet corn. Ah, yeah, I want that too.
That sounds pretty good.
That sounds amazing.
That does sound pretty good.
Chicken is so good. Like, it's always good. You could have chicken like 6 times in a week, 6 different ways, and still not be sick of chicken, in my opinion.
What about shrimp?
No, you can't do that with shrimp.
Nah.
Can't do it with beef. Can't do it with pork. It's just chicken.
Just chicken.
Just chicken.
You know why I like chicken?
Why?
It's the last remaining descendant of dinosaurs.
So
it's like, you know what? You used to eat me, but now I eat you.
Yeah.
Take that, dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. Where's Ecoman? He made a new account.
Delicious.
He made a new account yesterday. Again, like his 6th one.
Called?
I don't, but it's sad. I'm sorry.
Windstream or something.
He's got so many, and he's like, Ecoman's back, all caps. I'm like, oh, Ecoman made another account. He must have forgot his information again. Here's a tip, Ecoman: make a text file and call it like passwords or something, or call it whatever, banana words, and then you can just save all of your account names, usernames, passwords. Boom, boom, boom. Just keep it on a private area. Not in your private
Not in your
area.
private
Just
areas.
never mind. Let's move
I don't think
on.
you're gonna find it.
Moving on. What am I going to be doing
It'll
today?
disintegrate.
Let me just see where the game's at, because it's every day is a new day, a new brain cell, and the lack of previous day's brain
I
cells.
can't believe it's Thursday.
It is Thursday
How is it Thursday already?
because time
Ugh.
won't give me time. Let's be the sorcerer. What's this, sorcerer?
Hershey's Kisses Christmas commercial? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't watch commercials, thank goodness.
I remember the
They're
Hershey's
heinous.
Kisses.
They're crimes against humanity.
I remember them, though. I have the remembers. Okay, we need to put the buttons on the mountainside. Let's do that now. Mountainside. Mountainside. Mountainside.
We'll working on a game in RPG Maker MZ using as little of the map as editor as possible. Talking about Kraken food instead. Yes, I mean, welcome to the channel, Boro.
Welcome to our
You've met
live
us
streams.
before, haven't you?
What's up, GD?
Welcome back, by the way. I haven't seen you for a while.
How's it going? I mean, it's true. I do game stuff sometimes when I'm not talking about Kraken foods. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do need to add buttons to this map, so let's go ahead and do that. We can start with the region restriction. I'm not even sure I'm going to allow the player to walk around and stuff. I think for some reason, it might be better just to not even show the character walking around. I guess it's cool that you can, but it seems arbitrary. I don't know. Well, I'm going to let them for now and then change it later if I decide to. Not show the character walking around. It's because it's a matter of the perspective. They're going to look different depending on the size, but I'm probably going to use dragon bones for all of them anyway, so it'll be all good. It's a sign. It'll be on TV and YouTube commercials on repeat in the coming weeks. Probably. Make an event here. This will be our button controller. And it's going to toggle switches, simple switches. We just turn on the switches we want for the buttons that we want. We will need a button that goes to the crystal cave. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, that's here. The crystal cave button will be on. And we'll also allow the exploration button everywhere you go, and probably add different enemies based on the map. Explore button. Oops. What else would you do here? I'm going to put in the cook button so that everyone can do their crafting, but I haven't made that yet. Nat says, hey, Drifty, you say you don't like mapping. If you're up to commissioning me a bit closer to what I feel my maps are worth, I'd be up for making maps for you. Hashtag shameless self-promo. That's perfectly, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. I've been asking, do you have, what are your rates? Did you already post in paying work? You posted in paying work?
Yeah, keep your secrets then if you're not going to tell us.
Keep your secrets. You know, how are we? You keep saying,
you gotta say your rates.
Yeah, I mean,
be clear about your rates, or nobody will hire you.
You gotta be willing to accept people to tell you yes. You're not allowing people to tell you yes. You're just saying, oh, I can do it, but you're not showing. You get to show, be like, look, here's some of my maps that I have made in the past. And you put in a video or some pictures, and put that in self-promo. And then be like, here are my rates. For a map like this, you could expect to pay $25. For a map like this, you could expect to pay $40. What are your rates? Give me something to look at so that I know what to expect. Yeah, I did post in paying work. They're not something I can type out on YouTube's itty-bitty character limit. But I don't see them. I'm scrolling up. I don't see maps.
Maybe repost it.
Yeah, you can repost every now and then if it gets buried.
Every few days if you want to repost.
I've been scrolling up for a while now, and I don't see your post. So sometimes you got to bump your own post. You know what I'm saying? Bump it up. Bump that post. Don't forget that it will get buried by everyone else's post that they're bumping. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm scrolling all the way back a month ago. Oh wait, who's this? Did I see it? Phoenix Astra. Nope. See, just got to post it again. Do it every week. Post a link to your stuff every week, unless you're already busy doing a lot of commissions, Ooh, I see Nat is typing. There it is. Yes, they're learning how to be a 1099. Be a 1099. You know what you are? You're a 1099. The government hates 1099s, by the way.
I saw it, but Nat, you need to post
boned.
with pretty pictures. Post pretty
But
pictures of your
still.
maps if you want people to pay attention to it.
Hey, I realize it might make sense to post this here too. Boom, and let me click on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, free promo, free promo. Bro, well, where's your pictures? Where's your samples? Oh, spoiler. Here we go. Oh, spoiler. Ooh. Okay, simple rules. Let's see what you really blah, blah, blah. Mappies. See, people don't want to read. They want to look at pretty pictures and be like, this pretty picture can be in your game for the low price of insert your price here. But I don't see a price. I don't see.
Scroll down to the bottom.
Is there a price? Oh, here we go. There's pricing. Oh, you're doing it per tile. Okay. Editor maps, whatever, you figure out your own rates. Parallax maps. I mean, this is kind of weird if you're going to parallax because you can resize a parallax and stretch it, or, if you're a technical artist. But, I'm not here to criticize your payment setup, your business model. That's fine. So, okay, let's just see. If I said make me we have to do the math now, a $5 map. If I wanted a $5 map, how many tiles would it be? And what's the difference here? Small, medium, large. So the larger the maps, you can charge less per tile. Obviously, it'd be a smaller map, right? So I'd be paying 14 cents a tile. So how many could I get for 500? 14 times what? Well, 10 would be that. 20, 30 tiles? 420, please. Just kidding. 14 cents times 25. Nope, I'm stupid. 14 times, not minus 40. Okay, no, wait.
Closer.
We're getting closer. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4. 14 times 36. There we go. $5.04. 14 by 36. Okay, so I can make 36 square foot. Okay, so 36 divided by 2. Wait, no, how do you do square root? Okay, 36. What's the square root of 36? 6. So I could have a devil map 6 by 6. So you could make me a 6 by 6 map for $5. So hold up. Let's do a $5 map right now according to your business model. New map, a 6 by 6. Is that even gonna work? Why is the tab working? Oh, because that's tilde. This is a $5 foot long, $5 map. Bam. This is a $5 map right here. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Do you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Here we go. We're going to make a $5 world map. I'm working on a $5 world map here.
Oh my gosh.
A $5 world map. Oh, it's going to be lit. And then it needs coastline. We got to have coastline. we're making the coastline for our $5 world map. And then it has to have deep water over here. We got to have some deep water, right? And this is coastline. No, this is coastline. Boom. And then you got to have some kind of thing that it only goes in short water. Oh yeah, obviously that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. We'll do a whirlpool over here. Nope, that doesn't look good. We'll do it like this. Yes. I can smell you. And then we'll do this. Nope. And we'll do this. Hold up. We're about to get it. Boom. 504. Done. You see that? $5. Pay me. So I question the numbers a little bit. But hey, if $5 world map for the low price of $5.04, you can have this map. Right? So I'm just questioning a little bit. But you know what? I shouldn't. This is up to you. This is up to you to decide what you feel is right. I can even put rainbows on it. See? Rainbows are a little bit extra, though. If you want rainbows, you have to double the price. Now it's $10.08, because this is my business model now.
Boro B says, I can't believe Vino didn't say hey back. I feel so cold and alone. Boro B.
Vino, how could you leave Boro hanging like that?
You gotta get a sweater on, man. Get a sweater on and go to town.
You can't ask people to commission something you eyeball. Set a standard, tell people this is the rate for this, instead of something that fluctuates based on what you eyeball, in my opinion. Hey, if my pricing scheme isn't right, I can fix it. Well, I'm here to help you, and I'm trying to tell you that you would charge someone $5.04 for this map right now. So if you feel that and to be honest, I was asking for something similar like this, maybe like a 15 by 15 for $5, but if you would have sent me like this, I would have sent you $5 right now on PayPal. I would have done it. And you know, if you don't want the work, that's fine. But I don't know what to say, you know. But for real though, keep trying and advertise on the self promo, advertise on the forum, and maybe keep refining your rate. Maybe people think you're charging a little too much. That's why they haven't hit you up. But maybe not. Maybe they think they don't have enough example. You did show some good stuff on the forum, RPG Maker web forum. So that's good. Keep doing that. Put together a portfolio. And keep trying. Anyway, I thought I would help you out today, Nat. And I brought a lot of publicity to you. Maybe you'll get some work for that, okay? Keep working on it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Too many people give up. Bunch of quitters. That's why I'm not quitting coffee. I went to the hospital and they told me I have to stop drinking coffee.
Don't squid coffee.
And
Wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
I had to squid coffee. And I was like, oh yeah, I should probably do that. But I did for one day and I'm like, no, I'm drinking coffee. And I changed it. I changed my plan. I did a different plan. It was like more exercise, have to eat before blood sugar crash. And then I'm still going to drink my coffee, okay?
Yeah, can't give up the coffee.
You can't give it up, even though the doctors said I should. Appreciate it, Drifty, and I don't plan to give up. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, just stay at it. Stay the course. You can do this. Don't let your memes be memes. All right, what am I doing today? I want to refine some stuff in the exploration so that new things can happen regardless of the map you're on. So let me go with the new explore button, and let's increase this to be... This is for random battles, different gobelins. Set explore scene, new explore button. Then I have explore button. Wait a minute. In a world where things are different. The new explore button doesn't actually, nope. It's noped. I'm noped out of it. Not button. Not explore button. There. This is not explore button. I don't know. I was gonna set explore scene. If random battle scene is greater than spiggity bop, skibbity bop. I don't really like this setup I did here either. You know, I'm just going to throw a lot into the fire. Cast it into the fire! The ring is my own. It is mine. I remember what I did. I used the regular explore button. I cut a bunch of stuff off and then I offloaded it. Starting cave, the crystal cave, and then we'll just copy this whole darn thing. Yeah, let's copy the whole darn thing and just paste another thing in here. Boom, and then this will be the mountainside comment. Also, comment your code in event stuff. What's up, human being? How you doing? It's good to see you. We were talking about you at the end of yesterday's live stream. I'm not going to tell you what we said. You're going to have to go back and look to see.
Savage.
Yeah. So wait, hold on. I got to figure out what map I'm controlling now. Mountainside is map number 27. Really? Really? It's 27? What was it? 17 and 26. So this would be 27. Yes, sir. Oh, this is going to be 27. Okay, if we're on 27, then what creatures do we want to show in this area? And what do we want to happen if yada yada, if yada yada? So at this point, maybe the goblins don't come out of the cave, and instead you are encountering a different creature. Phantom, succubus, forest bee. I mean, a bee would make sense here, and then maybe the worm could also squiggle on you and jiggle. And you know what? Goblins can be there. We'll change the phantom to a forest bee, and as I create more creatures, I'll swap out these creatures to have different creatures. Kira says, I know I'm always second guessing my prices, even after countless commissions, but it's hard to have a fixed rate with things like miniatures. Right, because some people want different level of detail, some people want extra coats on them, and some people want them to be higher levels of detail than the others, right? And so it depends on how much time and paint it takes you. Because some of those miniature paints are expensive. Because we've got a 3D printer, and we were doing that for a little while. But most of the things we made were pretty not pretty. You know, they were lackluster, and I want to redo them. I want to redo like our whole setup. I was printing like a board, and I realized that was a waste of time. There was no reason to do that. It was more or less me trying to dial in settings and figure out the best way to 3D print stuff. We're gonna buy some different plastic and try again at a later date when things calm down a bit. It's like, calm down, bro. All right. What else can we find? Like on the explore button, I want the player to have the option or like the possibility of getting something else besides just a battle. Justin Gibson, how you doing? Song of the Loot. So what's up, dude? Legend X Ronin, hi, I'm new, trying to make a game and was curious about how people with experience go about it. You know what? From my experience, everyone goes about it a little bit differently. There's several things that you have to do when making a game, and there's no direct set order that you have to do them. It's probably a good idea to figure out what type of game you want, and then figure out what you want it to be, and then kill that idea because you live in the real world and do 10% of everything you thought that was supposed to be. Is that too hard? Basically, keep your scope very slow, very low, very tiny, very minuscule. Narrow that scope down into just the MVP. The MVP, the minimum viable product. Make your project as small as it can possibly be, as small as it can possibly be to showcase what your game is going to be. And then you make a prototype as fast as possible. So use like programmer art. Don't worry about custom art until you have the game kind of in place, and then you can swap out that herald, that read with whatever, you make. Justin Gibson with a $2 super chat, just to let you guys know that was my mistake. Song of the Loot says, I was advised to start small, like try making a whole town or dungeon. Yeah, that's a good idea. Make your maps very small. Yanfly does have a nice comic on that subject as well. Yes, go to yanfly.mo, and he's got a bunch of information there that you can use to help you get started and to realize that what you have in your head is probably too grandiose, and you should start with something that you can show off as soon as possible, because if you don't, you're going to be in this limbo for years and years and years, and you're a game dev, and I'm doing the double quotes, when you don't have any games to show for yourself. So really put out some games, whether they're good and epic or not. Put them out. Make some games. I wouldn't say don't put them on Steam and try to sell them if they're garbage. Definitely don't try to sell your first game unless you've been working on it for a long time and it's pretty decent. But everyone thinks their game is pretty decent, mostly. Make a demo. Absolutely good idea. One map challenge is a great way to start. Yes. Oh, another good suggestion, Legend X Ronin, is game jams. Game jams are good because they force you to limit yourself to just 3 days or just a week or just 1 month. They have different variable settings. Some of them have specific themes that you have to follow, and you may think that these constraints are going to make it harder to make a game, but what actually happens is the more constraints you put on yourself, the easier it is to make a game, because you have to follow this guideline. You have to follow this format, this specific theme. And so what it does is it forces you to make those executive decisions faster without, letting your own grandiose delusions come into play. So keep it small. Keep it simple. That's my advice. Make it simple. Make a tiny map. Make a 10 by 10 map, and then walk around and figure out what you're doing. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. He says, my first game will definitely be for sale. Hey, you know what? If you throw enough money at it, you're going to find that money solves a lot of problems. I know personally, a lot of the systems that in your game, because I've made some of them, are pretty nice, and they're not beginner level. Like the spooky game jam on the RPG Maker forums right now. Hey, Eleanor the Dark coming in with the random RPG Maker web plug. Very nice, Eleanor. Very nice.
Yes. Join that jam, and
absolutely
I
right.
will totally judge your game.
T is going to be a judge on that jam. Luckily, I don't have to do it.
I will be very judgmental.
She's forced to be judgmental on this. Human says writers often say that you have a million bad words, write a lot, and get them out of your system. Same for games. Okay, I've never heard that saying, but I believe it. Do like 5,000 hours of bad deving. That's the path to good deving. I mean, you're going to learn a lot from your failures, absolutely. We learn from mistakes, hopefully. If you don't learn from your mistakes, then there's obviously some problem there. Cycle Loot says, I'm going to make a super short game for Christmas fun. You should totally do that. That is the magic of the golden age of NES, Saturn, Commodore 64. Restrictions made inventiveness a fundamental requirement. Those old games were better than many of the new ones. I totally agree with you on that one. What's up, Smo? How you doing?
Hey, Smo.
Justin says, my game is totally almost done. That's why a lot of people are still using MV, because their game is like, past that 50% mark, and it's, they want to finish it. Because it's so hard to take a game from one engine to another and not encounter every problem that you're in the book that is likely to happen. And it does happen, especially when it comes to transferring from one plugin format to another. Luckily, a lot of plugins in MV work in MZ, but not all of them. Only the smaller ones that don't interfere with certain bigger systems. Human Being says, also leaving RPG Maker open and browsing Discord does not count as deving. Damn it! I thought I was doing a lot more work than I actually was.
Boo.
Why doesn't that count, Human Being?
Who develops stuff in RPG Maker and doesn't have their Discord open?
Typically, I dev all day if it did count. Legend asks, what's the difference between the different RPG makers like MV and MZ? Well, I mean, we've gone into this, and there's videos specifically on that. That's too broad of a question. There's a lot of differences. Narrow it down. If you're asking which one you should get MZ right now. Mm-hmm. Short answer, get MZ. What am I doing? I'm reading and responding, but I'm not deving as much as I should. Okay, deving. Do some deving. I put in buttons, right? Okay, that's all I need for now. It's just going to call that good. After this happens, this will be an auto run event. I also need to put in a common event to erase all buttons. Common events, remove all the buttons, and then turn on those two buttons. And we'll also erase event, which doesn't actually erase or delete the event. What erase event will do is simply remove the event until you leave the map and come back, and then it'll play it again and again and again and again and again. This is better for when you have something that you would normally use self switch A and switch to another page, but then you have to find some way to turn self switch A off, and so then you have another event to control that. You don't need all that. Erase event saves a lot of time. It's very, very good. Very nice. Majora Wolfs. Nat says, me and my 24,000 hours in MV also feel called out. If anyone has legit dev 19 hours, it's you, Vino. Vino probably
19
has.
hours? I've deved 19
hours. I bet he's done that. 19,000 hours. Okay, Steam hours are not actually accurate, because for MV it counted every second that I had it open. It doesn't do that in MZ. It doesn't count every second you have it open. If there's an update happening, it stops counting until you update.
I did most of my deving time in standalone, so I'll never know.
Yeah, also it doesn't count standalone time.
No.
So that doesn't really your hours inside of the engine don't really count as like an accurate representation of the time you spent. Yeah, because it didn't count a lot of these. And I don't have it open like I did with MV all the time. If I look at my hours in MV, it says 15.7 thousand hours, but I don't think I did 15,000 hours of deving. I didn't do half that time of deving. I did a lot for sure, absolutely. Like more than most, I would say.
I can't even estimate because I have no clue. I think it's in the thousands that I've done actual deving, but I don't know because I use the standalone version.
Yeah. That's fair. Now that I've got the switches turned on, I need to jump over to SRD's HUD Maker Ultra Pro. And I've got my own custom button HUD here. And I'm going to create a button for, let's see. In this point, I don't need a button because because I'm displaying, go back into the Crystal Caves, explore, and at this point I would also let the player go to the town. Or you know what? We'll let them go to the forest. And then from the forest, we'll turn on this one, and that's how we'll link them together. Very, very nice. So we'll do it like that. Let's turn on a switch for the forest. Let's turn on another switch. The forest switch has been activated. The forest button switch. And then I'll go to the forest as well and turn on the mountainside switch here. Control switch. Mountainside button on. Boom. Oh yeah, the change of battle back needs to happen. I can put that on here. That would work very, very easily. You know what I could also do is change the battle back to be indicative of the map itself. Should I do it with the map data or in the event? I don't open the map data as much as I open these events. It would be easier for me to just take a look at the event when I want to switch it. So I'll do that. I'll put all that information in here. This is an old one I don't use. This is the one. This is the one. And I don't use that either. I actually don't need this here because I'm setting up to initialize this new event. So I can delete this plugin command, but I will put a battle back in here in case you get into a fight in the town. I don't see why you shouldn't be able to. You can talk to a village. Oh, that's a great idea. I had a good idea. For the people who want to talk to NPCs, they can just talk to a random NPC, and I could put in a bunch of dialogue and then a face for each person, and that will be the text. If people want text, they can go seek text, and they might find leads by talking to people as well. So let's do that, and they might actually get into a fight through talking to people in town. So let's find, yeah, that would work. The Fort 2 town. I mean, sure. Yeah. Okay. For the battle back, it will match. It will match. That's for sure. Mostly because I photoshopped some of these, so some of them will be warped and look different. But I think that adds flavor. Because then it's not like a exact photocopy. There's the town that I'm using. Boom. Boom. Got it. All right, let's take this and move it on to the castle, town, Coliseum, and the forest. No, we'll turn off the forest here. You only go back to the town or the Coliseum from here. But maybe we'll make a desert. Yes. Yes. Let's do that next. I'm going to make a desert button. Desert button. Desert hover. Now that map doesn't exist yet, but I will make that map as needed. Are you have to go now? Okay. At some point, T will have to run out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. So this switch being on right here won't do anything yet, but we'll add a map at some point. Killer Vic says, this is why I started binge watching Drifty's first impressions videos. It's probably a good idea if you're new to game deving or using the engine, because you get to see what a lot of other people have done and what the group of people watching it and speaking about it have to say about that. So you get a group's perspective of what they think of a game. So when you're looking for a type of system to mimic or steal, I mean be inspired by, whatever, you know what I'm saying, then you can see what people think of that. Just remember that all art is already created and we are only reiterating. Killer Vic that's true. Watching does not replace doing, but if notes are taking, then one has a roadmap for what needs to be practiced. That's well said. You know, when you start making a game, you start looking at games differently, because you're like, how did they do that? Or I think I know how they did that. Or I know how I would do something just like that. Instead of, when you're playing a game, you're like, where do I go next? What am I supposed to find? How do I get the good items and blah, blah, blah. But when you're playing it as a dev, you're looking at the battle backgrounds. You're looking at the animations. You're looking at, well, if you're paying attention anyway, you're looking at this, you're listening to the sound effects and the music, and does it match? Okay, I'm supposed to feel sad someone's dying here, but they've got like this happy music. There's some disconnect here. Or do you notice that, that music really fits it, that fits the moment, it fits the beat of the emotion, and I feel more invested just because the sound and the music is telling me what to feel. And sometimes, when you're working on a project, you don't think about it as much, but when you're playing a game, you really look at all the aspects. Because if you're locked in one window, you're thinking, okay, what should I do on this screen? But there's so many avenues that you can take that you could be game deving and you could just have Sprite open making pixel art and you're still game deving. You could be in Audacity editing your sound effects and you're still game deving. I think that's going to let me move around. Let's play test. Let's be this one. Let's not be a Dragon Bones character this time. We're going to be a Warlock. Ideas are cheap. It's the execution. Are you able to execute on the ideas that you have? Everybody has great ideas. And guess what? 10 people had that idea before you. 100 people, 1,000 people had that idea before you. But they didn't execute it right in a way that you even know about it. Most likely. Human Being says, a follow insane devs like Vino who work super hard and are extremely talented. A fellow? Or you mean follow insane devs like, that's what you mean. He means you need to follow insane devs like Vino who work super hard and are extremely talented. I agree. That's true. And if you find yourself being the biggest fish in the pond, you need to jump to another pond, because when you surround yourself with people who are better at things than you, and trust me, everything is subjective, and you may be better at one thing if you're comparing yourself to another person, but that doesn't mean you know more about everything against that person. So everybody can teach you something. A little kid can know something that you don't know, and that doesn't mean he's smarter than you. It's just the reality of it. So from here, I could go to the forest, I can explore, or I could go back into the crystal cave, and I want to see if this whole thing, and I can go on deeper into the cave. I can go back. I'm just testing all my transfers here. Okay, so I need to adjust this to allow me to leave. So on the crystal cave, we need to turn on another switch that lets me leave. Be willing to learn and relearn things. Like, just because you know how to do something doesn't mean you should ignore the person who's telling you how to do that same thing, because there's a good chance that their method is different than yours, and it may even be better than yours. And you have to put your ego aside. You have to put your ego aside and realize that just because you're good at something doesn't mean you can't get better at it. You know what I mean? I still watch tutorials. I still try to learn from people who make tutorials. Just because I make tutorials doesn't mean I'm not constantly learning and watching other tutorials. I love tutorials. what is it called? Mountainside. I need the mountainside. It's on this one. Oh, but I had it open. What? But Baroskis. Oh, I see what's happening. It's going to auto-run this. And then self-switch A on. It will erase this event. What we need to do here, because of the way that I'm handling this, is to take all of this, explore. Oh no, okay, I see what's happening. I'm stupid. What's actually happening is I just changed the mountainside one. Instead of adding another one, I changed one that I needed, because I need to have the mountainside, explore, and the cave.
I watch my own tutorials.
Oh, me too.
I make tutorials on things that I
Sometimes.
like to do when I'm game making. And so then I find myself doing them again. And I also find myself scratching my head saying, wait, I'm pretty
How
sure
did
at
I
one
do
point
that?
I knew how to do this.
That's when I watch my own. I'm like,
Yeah.
someone's asking me about a tutorial like from 2, 3, 4 years ago, and I'm like, I have no idea what they're even talking about.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can find the answer because I gave the answer in the video. I have
Right.
to go back and watch my own video, at least some of it, to figure out what they're talking about so that I can refresh my memory on the subject. And
Absolutely.
yeah. Where the hell is the thing? Challenge Rest Crystal Cave Mountainside Desert. Did I totally made a button for this. Where is it? It's Crystal Cave Mountainside. It's what did I call it? Just cave? Deep cave. Did I not? Deep I totally did. I must have changed something in my random blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. I'll fix it. Deep cave button. I have to change some stuff in the. You know what? Let's go with desert button here. Desert hover here, and this will be the deep cave hover. Deep cave button. Okay. So strange. So very strange. Save this. Reload. Save, reload. Let me double check that. Okay, Mountainside takes you out. I did have Mountainside. I didn't have return to the deep cave one. So that's where we're at. Okay, I can fix this. Let me copy this, paste this. Let me copy this, paste this. Let me drag this up over here and drag this above, back down. Boom. Let's go into here and bring this to this one. Then I can bring this over here and edit this so that it's named properly. And we'll call this Deep Cave Hover. The display condition will be that Deep Cave Hover is a switch that is on. That's the condition for this animation to loop continuously. Let's go here, change this one. Change the name. I love the HUD Maker. It's so good. Deep Cave button. And this will be display conditions if Deep Cave button is on. That's what she said. Click data. Deep Cave. I don't have the common event yet, so I'll make the common event real quick. 35 before I forget, and then bind to its switch. Deep Cave hover. Boom. So on hover, it turns on the switch. The switch does things. And then on click, it calls a common event, and it's going to look. It needs to look different than that. Do I have a button for it? I wish the up and down arrows would just cycle through the image select. It currently doesn't. That would be a good update. I haven't checked for updates in a little while. I need to see if the HUD Maker Ultra has some updates. I bet there has been some updates. Let me find a button, a temporary placeholder. I see I keep going back to the keyboard. something that will be indicative of like a watery cave. This is the closest I have right now, and we're going to use this as a placeholder. Confirm that. Cool, good stuff. Let me save this project, and then I go in here and save. And I have to make a common event, which we can copy paste the mountainside button one ton. Change this to where I want them to be teleported back into the cave. Let's rename that map since I've gone with Deep Cave. I'm going to rename this map to Deep Cave. Oops. Deep Cave. The Waterdeep Cave. Have you guys played Lords of Waterdeep? I found out it was on sale, or it was actually on sale. I just found out that it's not on sale, but you can buy it. Gosh, I mean, it is for sale.
It's digitally.
It's digitally for sale because
Yeah.
we have the board game and the expansion, and I noticed yesterday on when I was looking on Steam, I found it. $20 super chat from Corey Davis saying, "Drift, bro, I got some skills I can't tell you about, but I want to do it bad. And for the guy that is just starting, I threw out 2 different openings and changed the main character from my original plan. So my advice." Is that like a halfway finished sentence? Thank you so much for the $20. Appreciate that, Corey. Very awesome. You changed it up because I saw a little I saw like a little bit of it, but I didn't really get to. Of course, I haven't played the game yet. I've just seen like what you're working on. Some of it, like as of like weeks ago, actually. So I imagine everybody's project's going to be changed up through a matter of a few weeks if they're working on it. Vino says, people complaining about MZ are looking for lots of shiny new engine buttons and toys, but it's a lack of back-end coding that's important because it allows us to have better features like animations and plugins. Yeah, that's right, Kilra. If you have MV and MZ, you can use the artwork and the assets interchangeably, and that's like through all of the engines. If you have VXAs, you can use VXA's assets and stuff in your game. If you have XP, you can use all those assets in your game if you want to. You'd probably want to resize them, but you can, yeah. As well as all the DLCs for those engines too. Some DLCs have their own end users license agreement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to read the EULA for each one individually.
Some specifically say you have to use it in RPG Maker. Mm-hmm. Some say you can use it in any game engine. Some say that you have to use it on a very specific thing. Like that, you just got to read your license agreements. I think it would be important for distributors to show their EULAs, before even purchasing. Mm-hmm. You should be able to view the EULA of a product before you decide to buy it.
I agree.
I think in the future, a lot of companies might do something like that. It would be important to know if you can when you buy something, can you even put it in your game legally? That's something that the dev would need to know. Mm-hmm. Most people would just go about it and be like, well, they're not going to care. But legally, do you want to have your butt covered?
Right.
Another $10 super chat from Corey Davis saying, I'm going to finish his last one. He says, from the $20 one, he says, the last sentence, threw out 2 different openings and changed the main character from my original plan. So my advice is to make a plan and think about that plan. Think on that plan for me. I got the whole game throughout, and over time of thinking on what I have planned, I come up with new ideas and remove some. So I think what Corey's trying to say is come up with an idea of what you want the entire project to be, and then as you're making it, take out some things and add some things, and if it has to be changed to make it work, you change it up so that it works for that system. Make some compromises where you need to make those compromises so that it'll keep going. Turn some bugs into features, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure is what he's trying to get at. Thank you so much for the $10 again, Corey Davis, and you've already thrown a bunch of money. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Trenton Turner says, are the Yanfly plugins still compatible with MZ? Yes and no. So all of the Yanfly engine plugins, $5 super chat from Corey Davis saying, P.S. my spelling sucks. It's all right, dude. All of our spelling sucks, to be honest. Yeah. I talk to people online all day, and very few of them have like really good spelling.
Spell check is a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing. If I have to do anything of an official capacity, it's spell check all the way. Then when I type on Discord, on our own Discord, because, you know, that's my safe place.
You know what I think should exist?
I think I misspell like every third word.
I know. You know what I think should exist is a 2 lowercase and 2 uppercase button.
Yes.
For example, like I'm going to get back to your question about the yes and no thing. Hold up. Darn it, I had it clicked and it didn't go. It didn't do. It didn't go do.
It didn't go do.
Doobie do. It would be cool if like you're writing out a sentence and you hit your caps lock and you're like, I think that's a great idea. And you're like, oh, dang it. The whole thing is caps. So now I have to backspace it all.
Right.
It would be cool if you could just highlight and then right click and then say 2 lowercase or 2 uppercase.
And anybody who's done any coding knows that's an extremely easy thing to do in code. So why does that not exist?
Why doesn't it not exist? And you could, and if it was too much, like, oh, it's going to clutter the list, we'll give people the options to turn it off or turn it on if they need to. Yeah, make it a toggleable thing. So back to the question from Trenton Turner. He asked, can he use Yanfly plugins in MZ? You can, but you have to get them through Visual because they've been revamped, remade, reformatted, and improved upon. So not only can you use them, they are all better now inside of MZ, but you have to get them from the people putting in the work. Yanfly is leading a team operating Visual. So this is a bunch of people. This isn't just Yanfly. Visual is just mentoring the whole group of awesome talented people at Visual, and Visual is going through the process of methodically and systematically going through the plugins and making them compatible with RPG Maker MZ. For example, if we look at my plugin list right now, you'll see that they're already organized in a way that makes it so that you don't have to remember what goes in front, what goes above, what goes. If you, as long as you can count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you're going to be able to put them all in order. So you have your core plugins, then you have your first tier basic. Like these are also core plugins, but these are your very library. So zeros are your library plugins, and then the tier 1s are your they're your core plugins. And then you have tier 2, which are systems that stack into the core plugins. They're semi-core plugins, but they're usually their own encapsulated systems. And then you have additional aliased functions and stuff with the 3s and the 4s and 5s. And so as long as you put them in order numerically, you won't have to worry about plugin order. Another thing is you have this little update thing at the bottom that tells you if you have something in the wrong order or if something is not compatible. So it says the plugin TDDP no fast forward may not support RPG Maker MZ because this is just an RPG Maker MV plugin. However, some smaller RPG Maker MV plugins can be just put right into MZ and work perfectly. Now this isn't the case for most of them, but some of them can. For example, the no fast forward one from Tor Damien Design, it can just be put in and it works and it just does the thing that it's supposed to do because it's such a standalone little thing that doesn't interfere with any of the bigger stuff. It just kind of changes a little function. So yes, you can use Yanfly's plugins. They're not all converted yet. They are currently in the process of being converted from MV to MZ by Visual, and you can find all of those on itch.io. So visualstella.itch.io. There's also another one, visualstellamz.itch.io. So there's the plug, and good question. Yeah, the right-clicking and 2 lowercase and 2 uppercase, that should be a thing.
Yeah.
Because so many times you hit the caps lock and not even know, and you're yelling at everyone at this point. And instead of just being able to copy or highlight the whole thing and make it all lowercase, you have to backspace the whole thing and retype it. It's kind of frustrating. I bet there's a website that does that, but you still have to copy it or cut it and paste it.
I wonder if there's like a browser plugin.
Yeah, regardless though, Vino, almost every
A lot of
programming language has the 2 lowercase, 2 uppercase. It's not always the same syntax. In fact, it's always slightly different syntax, but it's still a function that exists in a lot of languages. I see your message, Anthony Turtles. I'll read it after the stream.
There's a plugin called Change Case
Change
on
Case?
Firefox.
What?
I'm going to add it.
What?
I want to try it.
Bro. Yeah, it doesn't need to be 2, but it could just be one thing that just changes. If it's lowercase, make it uppercase.
So
if it's
now
uppercase, make it lowercase.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to write something stupid on
Make
Facebook.
Make it happen, Cap'n. Okay, what was I doing? Gosh, I got so distracted. The button that goes to the deep cave.
Oh my gosh, it works.
Deep
That's
cave button.
amazing. There it is. Firefox, Change Case. At least on your browser, you'll be able to do that.
Did it do what I
It
said?
did it. It did.
It's
It's
literally
got
the
4
same thing.
options. Yeah. Like
That's
you could go to
sweet.
uppercase, you could go to lowercase, or you can go to like title case, or.
Yeah, that had to exist. I'm like, why isn't that a thing by now? Of course,
But it's
of
only
course.
on the browser.
It doesn't work on Discord?
I don't know. Let me try.
Maybe, we are an official, speaking of that, we are an official Discord partner. Come join us on Discord, links in the description below.
No.
And since we are your official Discord partners, we have a secret channel here where we can mention things and they might not be as buried as if they would be like on a forum or something. So we could mention the case swap, the switch case. What was it called?
Change Case.
Change Case, the Change Case plugin, and maybe write that code into Discord so that if we're typing and we're like, I like that idea, it's you don't have to just backspace and type it again. You could just go boom, Change Case, and it'll lowercase for you, and you don't have to yell at everyone.
Yeah, I bet you Chrome has that.
You know what
too.
they could
Or
call it?
Edge.
They could call it Yell Me Not.
Yell Me Not.
Yell Me Not.
They could.
That'd be a good name, and it wouldn't infringe. I bet that's actually it's something too. Gosh, everything is already created. We're only reiterating. I've said this already.
Yeah.
The engine for RPG Maker MV and MZ is using JavaScript. That is correct. Prior to that, they've used Ruby. You know what I did in Ruby was I changed numbers and I copy pasted things, and that was the extent of my Ruby editing. I understood very little of actually what was happening. I would spend a lot of time. You know what? Galv's plugins were really good. They weren't called plugins at that point. They were just called scripts.
Yeah.
For VX and VXAs. I never really learned Ruby. No. I spent more time with Python, but it's different. But this cave has teeth? Legit does. Deep cave,
Funny.
transfer, boo, 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 boo. Mountainside. Mountainside is supposed to go to mountainside. Crystal cave goes to crystal cave. Mountainside goes to mountainside. Deep cave goes to deep cave. That's what she said. That should work. Now let's test the game and see. Galv is updating his MV plugins to MZ. That's correct. Yes. Yes, precious. Potatoes. Let's be the necromancer. I love the word wrap function. It saves me so much editing show text. I love that simple little word wrap function. I got potions. I noticed a gleaming light. Let's go out there. Go to the light. From here, we should be able to go...
No, don't go to the light.
Go to the light.
Don't do it.
The crystal cave. We are in the crystal cave, which is still blinking. There's some little visual bugs I'm dealing with. Let's go here. This one will go to... the deep cave needs to be added and for the erase button. So you shouldn't always be able to teleport here. So this will let us go to the crystal cave. The crystal cave should let us go to the deep cave or the... You know what I really find needs to happen is text pop up. I need to do some more with the HUD maker to make text pop up. Is there an easy way to do text pop-ups with the HUD Maker, Vino? Like, so I go over here and it says,
Blobbity bloop blop.
it says Crystal Cave.
No, it says blobbity bloop blop.
And then right here it'll be like Deep Cave.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary. Absolutely. You
and
got
then
to add
explore.
some type of label to
Yes.
these buttons.
The animation is cool and all, especially on some of them. Like, I really like how it looks on this one, the background animation. But
it's super cool.
at the same time, I feel like there needs to be. This one looks really weird. Some of them look really weird. I might not do the whole prismatic. It's going to be finely tuned and changed up. So let me fix that. Erase all buttons. Copy, paste. Mountainside button. Desert button.
I like how you say button.
Oh, I see a problem here.
Baton.
Deep cave. This is. Oh no, I have a problem. Do I? Deep cave, desert.
What'd you do?
Oh no, wait, I don't. Hold up. This is 124. Shit. Shits and giggles.
Vino answered
25.
you with the sweet knowledge.
Deep cave button. Deep cave button off. Boom. So now that won't be there all the time. Same way you did the animation, you have animations bound to a switch that activates on hover. Have the text box use the same condition to show on a switch. So no, what I'm trying to avoid here, Vino, is can we draw text without making it an animation? You know, can I just put little text on the screen? I'm sure that's possible. I don't want to go into effects here and make the text and then draw it as an animation. I'm sure that sure there's regular text. Great. Let's do that. Let's go with the most common one we see is explore button. So on the explore hover, you see it's showing an animation, maybe add-ons. Note as on click on hover. Like this is what's going to happen. It's playing the animation while it's being hovered.
Sure, there's regular text. First component. You know what that means? Because I don't.
First component.
First component. What does that mean, Vino?
First component.
Speak to us like we're 5.
First component. So here's components, right? Explore hover. Animations. It's just, I have to find it. I haven't spent enough time in the engine yet. That's what it is. I would need a new component. I can't attach it to, because I don't want it to be an animation, Vino. I don't want it to be an animation. I want it to just be text. Okay. Add a new component. So you're saying I'm going to have to do a new component to draw text for each one of these? Let's just do it that way for now. For explore. Okay. Oh, you just click add new component and it literally gives you some presets. Flippin', floopin', floppin'.
Oh my goodness.
And I've seen this before,
That's
but
so convenient.
like I said, lack of use. You just got to use it.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you won't know.
Gotta get used to it.
So just text. I just want text, bro. Just some simply dimply text. So yeah, I would need a new component, but it won't be that hard. It's all just simple copy paste stuff. Thank you, Vino. Thank you, Vino. Vino, you're awesome, dude. Did I tell you that today? That I think you're like one of the coolest guys on this planet? I don't care if you say I'm biased. I am biased because I agree with those that agree with me, okay? Is the name going, the name is just the display here. So this is going to be explore text. Yeah. Conditions will be on hover, right? So we'll set this to see if check a switch, and if we could still use the hover switch because it'll still be the same thing as when I want it, which is great. So it's multi-purposing a switch here. Explore hover, my brain. Explore button hover, found it, boom. So if this switch is on, it's going to do this thing. And then the position with blah, 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 blah. And then here's the text. Explore the area. I'll just say explore. Whoa, look at all the stuff it has. You can, oh, it's built in. I don't have to script call this stuff. This is so sick. The deeper you go, the better it gets. That's what she said. Never mind. Never mind. We'll just have it say explore. We know what we want to say. So it's just going to say explore. Skepsis D agrees. Vino is definitely cool peoples. The default font that we're using, which isn't actual default, it's the one I put in. Here's the defaults. This is the default. Now you guys can see all my text names. You guys are gonna steal my fonts. No, no, and then they're all taken. No, no, it's fine. You can use them. They're on Google Fonts. Indie Flower Regular. Indie Flower Regular. Let's use that one. Center, yes. Position. Can I specify the position as without being? Can I lock it to where it's at on the map, or do I have to specify? I'm sure it's going to let me move it around. Okay. Font size. We're going to leave things mostly default here until we see how it looks, and then you can just choose to play an animation. Let's play an animation once on when this happens, and rotation. Start at 270, end at 0. Duration 30 frames, half a second. Activation type on create. I think we'll have to change that, but I'm going to leave it for right now. Reset type, continue from current, reset to start. Reset to start each time. Okay. Return easing, same as forward. Yeah, that's fine. Boom. I put a custom rotation. It might make it look weird. I'll take it off if it doesn't. Let's just do that for now. And I'll put the text like underneath it. Or should I put it over it? Over it will let me put more buttons on the screen. I'll put it over it. Let's see how it works. Let me save my project. Actually, I want to combine this and make it right here. So we'll have the text above it, right? Hover. Oh, then, okay, so when you do it like this, you're saying draw this, then that. So if I want it to be on top, that's what she said, I have to put it at the bottom. That's what she said. I can't not do it. Damn it. Sorry. Obligations?
Yep.
I love you, honey.
Love you too.
Drive safe.
Have fun.
You have your phone?
Yes.
Your keys, your cards?
Yes.
Everyone say bye, T. She's got to go do stuff for the 25 kids she has.
Bye, T.
Let's go towards the light. Now if we hover, oh my god!
Hello there. I see you've made it to the dark side. Welcome. Just remember to do it.
So now we have text. We have some sweet, sweet text. We go over it, and it says Explore. Yeah, the HUD Maker is legit awesome. Totally worth it. You're going to look at it, and you're going to be like, I don't know if I should pay for that. Buy it. Just buy it, because it's going to make your game dev experience so much better. Graffiti? Graffiti! It's so good. It's so good. And it didn't break the button or anything. That's good. Bone toss. Throw a bone. Barbed head. Throw some more bones at him, man. Pew! 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 Question though, why does my guy start with like half MP and... It's interesting and confusing. Why my dudes start with half MP? I'm just going to do a full recover after the character class change. Probably the class change has something to do with it. Personally, I would just make a text over each icon. You can use one text for all of them, but it takes more time setting up coordinates. Just one text for all of them? What do you mean one text for all of them? Like put them in a group? What if I want to move the buttons around? I like this because if you hover over it, you see the animation and then you see the text. It doesn't do the rotation thing that I thought it was going to do. I might have just done that wrong. 9 times out of 10, I just did it wrong, and I understand this. It is also cool that you can just double click on it. You know, when Mommy Skeleton and Daddy Skeleton like each other very much. They throw bone tosses at each other. Run once? What if I just say rep it? What if I do rep it? And I savey, and I savey, and then it should update dynamically, right? Oh my god, it updated it's not what I wanted it to do. Okay, but that's funny though. I mean, at that point, I would just say start at 360 and end at 1. It'll do the full rotation the whole time. Save, and then save, and then boom. Explore! That's not helpful. That's not helpful. I mean, I like it, but I don't think it's going to be... In a game, I'd be like, why is it spinning? That's stupid. I would totally just say that's awful, so I don't think I should leave it like that. Mina says also, make sure you copy the click add-on from the button to the text as well. Otherwise, clicking the text won't do anything. Which toy can do accidentally when clicking? Oh, I see what you're saying. So like if, let me test it out. So you're saying if, so what you're saying is, no, let's change this. I don't want it to repeat. We're going to do it just run once. We'll do that full thing, and it'll be a little bit slower. Reset to start is fine, and we'll just set this to on create, on hover, or unhover. I don't know. I'm changing stuff around until I get the effect. That's really how things work. Dang you, Auto Cucumber! I know, man. Auto Cucumber gets me every day. That's why I like typing. I don't like using my phone. I hate texting with my phone. It's quite infuriating, actually. So you're saying if I click on the text itself, cannot set property rotation of null. So I must be in the middle of a rotation, and that's causing a bug. That might be something worth reporting to SR Dude. So if you enter combat in the middle of a rotation, maybe because it's set to the activation type of hover unhover, and you're switching maps, I'm gonna change just this back to on create and see if I get that same error. Save. Okay. Yeah, after going through your intro a million times, having it refresh dynamically is so nice. It's so nice. So it doesn't do the rotation here. I'm actually okay with it. Actually, Vino, even though the text is above it, you're drawing on top of it, it doesn't stop the button from working. Like, it doesn't create... Let me zoom in. Let me go right into, like, on the pixel where the text is at, and let me see. It still works through it. It still works right through it. Like, so I don't really need to worry about that, which is good. So that's just a thumbs up to the application plugin itself. Of course, we did have a bug right now with rotation and starting a battle, which is switching the scene. I'm going to change my scene battle one a little bit. I actually haven't even messed with it yet. Boom, boom. I want to put as little text on the screen as possible, so I'm going to only show the text when they hover over it. I think that's probably good. Vino says, can you copy your text element with the bug and paste it? Yes, absolutely. We'll do that. So here's the bug. When I am on the explore text and I go to the rotation of it and I set the rotation to on hover, unhover. It could be because I've got it just set up completely wrong, okay? But this is the settings that I have, and then you see the reset type, but I don't have to copy paste the thing because I don't have to send you a picture because another good thing is I can literally control C. This is what Vino is asking me to do. I can control C this rotation text and paste that into text format. That's not what I wanted. This one. And I can literally just send a text of that exact, and he can copy that and paste that in here, and it'll work across. It's like a JSON. It's pretty sick. One second. Sorry. Here it is. There you go. For those of you who are wondering, it looks like a bunch of text. That's all it looks like. Here's what it looks like. Bam! That's what it looks like. I copied this, and it spits out that. It's pretty cool. Copy the entire text element for me instead of just the rotation. You got it, bud. The explore text one. Okay. Copy this, and it'll probably be a lot more text than that, so I'll just put it in a message to you. Boom. There you go. Oh yeah, it's a lot more. There you go. That's the whole component right there. But let me double check to see if it still crashes me. I have to, did I save it? Let me save. It just crashed on me. Okay. Yeah, cannot set property rotation of null. Yep, you can instant replicate. So it could be something that I'm doing wrong. You get this stuff all the time. But however, I do agree. It could be a bug in the program. So yeah, forward that. Vino, for those of you who don't know, is like the main bug tester for this program. This is a program written by SR Dude. Fantastic plugin, program, application, side thing. I love it, but it's relatively new. It came out not too long ago, and we're still finding some stuff that needs to be updated on it. Vino, if when you report this, never mind, it's fine. Even bad options shouldn't glitch so easily, so it's possibly a bug. Okay. Now, what you were saying something else about making all of these in one component or making all the texts or something. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. But I'm just gonna put them all in the group so when I move the whole group, it takes all the components. I really love that. I can move the entire UI itself with just clicking on the group button. That saves so much time. It's like incredibly useful to group your components like that. So I want to keep the text in that component group as well. The snapping is, you know what? I'll just resize. I'll manually resize so that they work as best as I think they should look. Yeah, gosh, it's so good because it's a visual editor. That's so fantastic. Okay, explore. Let's just copy this component. Actually, I need to change it first. We have to take this rotation property and adjust it. So instead of on hover / unhover, I don't know. I'm just going to put this manual and see what happens. And then I'll put it in automatic. Let's save it, and rerun. What time is it? As soon as baby wakes up, and I hear baby making noise, I'm gonna have to go. But I'm gonna push it as long as I can. As long as she's napping real nice. Sorcerer! You can have component screen location set by variables if you wanted, is what I was trying to say. So the component could move around the screen as variables for X and Y to change. That's way too much work, Vino. Do you see how easy I did it that way with just like saying, I want it to be here, and then I stretch it, and I'm like, no, I want it here, and then put it in a group so I move it. That's the idiot proofing I'm looking for. I want it to be here, and I can just visually see it. It goes here. That's what people like, for sure. But the control to do that is the ability to do that is great. Don't worry that my guy has 2 shadows. It's fine. It's totally fine. So yeah, it works fine as long as I don't get the rotation there. But when it actually does the rotation, I have an issue. It does crash. Starfire Storm! That hits everyone, but there's only one enemy. And blast. This enemy is a little grandiose, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just keep blasting him. So maybe I bring him down to size. He's the Dagger Goblin. The Dagger Goblin. Yeah, I want to make him super small. Let's adjust this guy. This enemy needs to be a tiny little dude. So we go to the Dagger Goblin. And I'm talking way smaller. Let's do -0.2 and 0.2 instead of that massive thing that's going on there. We would need a 0. Okay. Bam. So we're going to make it 80% smaller. Both ways work. Vino says, I like taking the hard road. I know you do. You're insane, man. Absolute mad lads. You're a mad lad. Do. Let's see what Anthony said. Okay, Anthony, you want to get the... Let me give you the... Let me copy your link. Copy this link for you, bud. Copy link. Anthony Turtles makes music, everyone. And I'll put this in, gosh. I'm not sure. I guess it would go into self-promo. I'm going to put your thing in self-promo. Your SoundCloud's going in self-promo. But Anthony, I'm going to give you the sound designer role. You've got your music to show. Hold up, let me... Anthony T Turtles. This makes it easier for me too. Boom. Oops. Boom. And then I can just do this and go boom and then say, you are a sound designer. Bang. There you go. And now your name will appear here. Yeah, there you go. Cool. If you make music, you make beats, you make sound effects, let me know. You'll get the sound designer. If you're a YouTuber, let me know. I'll give you the role. If you live stream, you'll get the role. You know what? 95% of these people didn't ask for me to give them the role. I will methodically, periodically scroll down this entire list, give people member if they're not member. Hey, welcome, Airways. How you doing? I know you guys can't see that. So I should probably do this. Give people member who are new members. And if I see you guys live streaming, because Discord rats on you. Discord will tell everyone that you're live streaming. So you can't hide it. If you're live streaming, Discord will know. And it will be like, stay safe, streamer mode, deactivate. And then it'll put a little purple dot. And then, you know, I scroll down, and if I see any purple dots, I'm like, hey, why are you streaming without a streamer tag? Get the streamer tag. And then that's why we have like 54 people on the streamers list. A lot of people who stream. It is a beautiful thing. I love streaming. I think it is a privilege, a blessing to be able to live stream, you know, because not everyone has the ability, the computer, the technical knowledge, and the bandwidth. A lot of ISPs, I blame ISPs a lot, because, you know, I think our telecommunications in this part of the world need a lot of work. They should be in a lot better position. And I think people who like have to work with data plans, they just can't. It just doesn't work, you know. So I consider it a privilege and an honor to be able to stream for you guys. And thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Come join us on Discord. There's a link in the description below where you can be a part of about 700 people on average who are online now. Oops, see, you can see this little streaming. This person streaming. This person streaming. We can watch this person. Let's watch this. Shh, guys. Guys, we got to watch this person. Oh, no, we got to watch a Twitch ad. Never mind. I don't want to watch Twitch ads. That's fine. Anyway. I think we need to end the stream. I've got to pee really bad, so I'm going to read off the names of the chat, let you guys go. And if T was here, maybe I would just go pee and come back, but yeah, that's the thing that happens. Baby's going to wake up any minute, so it's going to be easier for me to just bounce out now. You know what? I'll do one last play test through, and then we'll read the names off, and I'll let you guys go about your day. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you very much. It's very awesome when you guys come in and say stuff on the stream. Skepsis says, so if I have OBS open to make recordings of what I am working on, Discord flags me as streaming? No. Opening OBS does not flag you for streaming. I think it only flags you if you're actually streaming. It will put you in streamer mode if it's open. That's true. But it will only put the purple dot if you're actually streaming, because it'll say what you're streaming to. Thank you, Drifty. And how dare you abandon us, T? She had to take one of the daughters to a doctor's appointment. What are you gonna do? You know, just because they're technically legal adults doesn't mean that they don't still need mommy, daddy. The inhumanly human. Head to the dark side. Explore. So I think in tomorrow, there's 2 first impressions I have to do. One is scheduled for Monday. So on Monday, we're going to have a first impressions, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Tomorrow, I don't know if the person wants to do it tomorrow. Probably not. So most likely we'll be game deving tomorrow, in which case I'll be using a little bit more of the HUD Maker Pro to put text on all of these things, add more buttons, add more menus, add some more enemies, as much as I can possibly get done. Find some more bugs and plugins and report them, and we'll do the same kind of thing. I want to see the little dagger goblin. There he is! Oh my god, he's so tiny and cute. It's a little dagger goblin. Oh, another thing I wanted to do, which I can actually do on the Flizzle. I'll just take this and just move this whole thing over here or something, and then save. There we go. You see the text? Then now you have his level, because the enemy level is plugged in from Vigistella. The name, excuse me, and then the number of HPs they even have. Right? Right? Is that right? Oh my god, I missed. How could I miss like that? Boom! Miss. I missed it. It's got a stun effect, so I allowed it to miss. Finish him off. The tiny little dagger goblin. He's riding on a turtle. It's so adorable. I love it. I would like to get rid of the variants. I don't want variants. So and I thought there was a problem with the variants, but it was actually a bug in the averaging the party levels. So I can switch that back out. Going to our party enemy levels plugin, and inside the general settings, change my variants to 0. And this also to 0. And it should read 0 as a number instead of nan. Let's see if it actually works right. Sorry, this will be the last thing. Finish him. Oh yeah, I should do it with this thing.
Fatality.
It's actually pretty good.
Finish him. Flawless victory. Get over here.
Scorpion. I love Mortal Kombat. It was such a good game. I played it back in the day on on arcade on the arcade cabinets is the main introduction to it. But then I got it on SNES. And then I got burnt out because I played so much of it. I was like, okay, yeah. And then I didn't want to play on the arcade anymore. What am I doing? I was going to do a thing. Wasn't I going to do a thing? I started thinking about Mortal Kombat, and I got completely distracted. Anyway, we'll just let it go. We'll just let it go. Thank you guys for coming to live stream. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Did Driftwood Gaming apologize for burping? That felt weird. Did I? I didn't. I don't think I apologized for burping. I would never do such a thing. Just kidding. I have done that. Psych, I didn't. Videos or it didn't happen. Actually, it's in a lot of my live streams, so I did. Okay. Okay, I feel like those of you who are still here need a special retreat. I didn't have my MIDI controller plugged in. Now it is. Need a special reward, a special treat. Special treat for those of you who are still here. Thank you for being a part of our stream. We love you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Goodbye. Yeah. Okay. Special treat. And then I'm going to put this over here. Special treat for those of you. Okay, before I do the extra audio bonus thing, I have to pause the music because then I'm competing with like professionals and stuff, and I don't like to do that. I like to just be like, oh, is it people who don't play? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I can play a little bit. And they're like, oh, they're super impressed, and I really suck, but it's okay. Special treat, special treat, special treat, special treat, special treat for those of you who are still here. Thank you for being a part of our stream. We love you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern. Special. It didn't even finish it. Easter. Tomorrow, Easter. Here we go. We'll get something. Special treat for those of you who are still here. Thank you for being a part of our stream. We love you very much. Special treat for those of you who are still here. Thank you for being a part of our stream. We love you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern. Special treat for those of you who are still here. Thank you for being a part of our stream. We love you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern. Special treat for those of you. Special treat for those of you. Special treat for those of you who are still here. Special treat for those of you who are still here. Special treat for those of Special treat for those of you who are still here. Thank you for being a part of our stream. We love you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern. Bye bye.